So, even if I wasn't a connoisseur of fine new animated shows, it would have been very hard for me to ignore Comedy Central's new 80s infused cop show, Moonbeam City, whose major marketing push included taking out ad space in a bunch of the comic books that I read for my other gig. The first thing that hits you about the pilot episode entitled Mall Hath No Fury is that Moonbeam City is an amazing looking show, like a neon sign come to life, with architecture that may very well be what you get when Miami Vice has sex with the movie Drive. Our quote-unquote hero is one Dazzle Novak, voiced by Rob Lowe, a hotshot cop who, when he fails to stop a simple purse snatching, that purse snatcher ends up becoming the most powerful drug dealer in the city. Now, only 5 minutes into the show, and it would be very easy to say Moonbeam City is just Archer, but with 80s cops instead of 60s spies. And while I actually think that's something of a compliment to the show, it's not 100% correct. For one, while Sterling Archer was a grown man who often did over-the-top or childish things, Dazzle Novak is basically a child walking around in a man's body, while he even has a nap nook. And when the chief of police takes away his gun and his favorite mug, Dazzle is forced to team up with Crystallis, voiced by Kate Mara, fresh off the smash success of the Fantastic Four movie, a put-upon tech expert to crack the case, or, totally forget about the case and instead chase sex with a foreign chime musician whose mall tour just so happens to sync up with a bunch of the drug kingpin's drop-offs. Rounding out the cast is Last Man on Earth's Will Forte as Rad, the rival cop on the force. Now, I've always been a huge fan of Forte from his SNL days and to his other big 80s love letter movie MacGruber, which Moonbeam City shares more than just a little DNA with. If I was to describe the comedy style of Moonbeam City, I would say it's very deadpan. Deadpan as hell, in fact. It's also a very quick show with about a joke a minute going on. Compare that to Archer's often more conversational, punchy style of comedy, and you pretty much know what you're getting. The big action set piece of Mall Hath No Fury is, not surprising, a big speedboat crash at full speed that would feel right at home, with Phil Collins music over top of it and Don Johnson behind the wheel. If you're looking for a new adult comedy show to add to your rotation, or if you yourself are very nostalgic for a more neon-lit time, then you could do a lot worse than Moonbeam City. I know I'm definitely going to be sticking with it and see where it goes. Overall, I give it a very positive 8 out of 10.